The idea is simple. When AI changes how work is done, we should not only ask how do we add AI to the old system, we should ask a harder question: what is the AI native twin of this system? So today I want to look at a market that almost everyone understands: hiring and career growth. My thesis is, the AI native twin of job boards is not a better job board. It is a capability market, a system that understands what people can do, what companies will need, and how teams can form faster. Why start with this market? Because the pain is obvious. For candidates, finding a job is slow, stressful, and unclear. For companies, hiring is expensive, risky, and often painfully slow. And now AI adds more pressure. Jobs will change, professions will change, some work will disappear, new kinds of work will appear. Millions of people will need to understand what they can do next, what they should learn, and where their skills are becoming valuable. So this is not only a recruiting problem, it's a market coordination problem. How do people, skills, companies, teams, and future work find each other faster and better? I think the old labor market has four big breaks. First, resumes are too thin. They do not show what a person can really do. Second, matching starts too late. A company starts searching when the gap already exists. A candidate starts searching when they already need a job. Third, job descriptions are too flat. They can be long, but they usually do not show the real system the person is entering. And fourth, teams need to form faster. Projects are shorter, company cycles are shorter, product experiments are faster. But hiring is still slow, so the labor market is moving faster than the systems we use to coordinate it. Let's start with the resume. A resume is a thin document. It shows where someone worked. It shows titles, it shows dates, it shows keywords, it shows a few selected achievements. That is useful. But it is not enough. Because the real question is not only where did this person work, the real question is what can this person actually do? How do they think? What problems can they solve? How fast do they learn? What kind of team do they make stronger? What kind of context makes them perform better? A resume is not enough for that. People need something closer to a medical record for their skills. A living capability record. There is another problem. People often do not fully understand their own capabilities. You may have a natural talent for management, but you do not call it that. You may be very good at structuring chaos, but it never appears in your resume. You may be strong at connecting people, seeing patterns, making decisions, or learning very fast. But maybe nobody measured it. Maybe nobody named it. Maybe even you do not fully see it. Sometimes a good manager notices it. Sometimes a strong interviewer catches it. Sometimes a team feels it. But there is no real system for detecting these hidden capabilities early, naming them, and helping the person develop them. This is a huge opportunity. The next labor platform should not only match visible skills, it should help discover hidden talent. The next problem is timing. Today the match starts too late. A company posts a job when the gap already exists, a candidate starts searching when they already need a job. And then both sides try to discover a fit under pressure. The company is under pressure because the work is waiting. The candidate is under pressure because they need the next opportunity. So the whole system starts from a late signal. But in an AI native labor market, the match should start earlier. Your capability record should grow over time. The system should understand your skills, your work style, your learning trajectory, and your hidden strengths. At the same time, companies should develop a clearer view of their future capability needs. Then the match does not begin when the job is posted. It begins when your capability trajectory and a company's future need start moving toward each other. This also changes career growth. Today, many people learn skills almost blindly. They see a popular tool, they see a popular role, they hear that some skill is in demand, and they try to add it. But the better question is not, what skill is popular? The better question is, what skill increases the value of my specific capability stack? Because every person has a unique combination: experience, natural strengths, domain knowledge, communication style, decision patterns, taste, speed of learning. You do not need to be perfect for every company. You need to be unusually valuable in the right context. Maybe there are not thousands of companies where you are an ideal fit. Maybe there are 5. Maybe there is 1. But if the system understands you deeply enough and understands the market deeply enough, it can help you move towards that fit before the role even exists. That is very different from job search. It is market-informed career positioning. Now let's look at the company side. A job description can be very long. It can list responsibilities, tools, requirements. It can say cross-functional collaboration, connect business and engineering, strong communication skills. But even with all of that, it can still be flat. Because the real question is not only what will this person do, the real question is what system is this person entering, what stage is the company in, is it scaling, rebuilding, surviving, experimenting, transforming? What are the capabilities of the existing team? Where are the gaps? Who will this person work with every day? What is the culture of decision making? Is the team fast or cautious? Does it need a stabilizer, a builder, a translator, a closer, a system sinker, or someone who can create order from ambiguity? A job description usually does not show this, so we try to discover it through many interviews. And still, people often join and only then discover the real systems they entered. This is why the company needs more than a job post. It needs a capability context map. Once we have deeper maps on both sides, something else becomes possible. Teams can form faster. And this matters because work is changing. Projects are getting shorter. Company life cycles are getting shorter. Project experiments are faster. AI makes it possible to build and test things in days or weeks. If a project needs to start next week, you cannot spend 3 months discovering who might fit. You need a system that already understands people. Why is this possible now? Because before AI, this level of understanding was too expensive. Nobody had time to deeply analyze every project, decision, piece of work, communication pattern, collaboration, signal. So we use shortcuts, resumes, job titles, interviews, references. But AI can work with much richer signals. It can analyze a lot of data that you produce every day. The capability record does not need to be created through one big test. It can grow slowly over time, like a medical record. This is why the future profile is not just a profile, it is a living record. So the new market architecture looks different. The old labor market was built around two thin documents, resume meets job posting. The new labor market is built around two living graphs, capability record meets future work graph. The capability record belongs to the person. It shows what they can do, how they work, what they are becoming, and where their skills may be valuable. The future work graph belongs to the company. It shows what work is coming, what outcomes are needed, what capabilities are missing, and what teams need to be formed. Between them is the capability market. This is not just a better job board. It is a new coordination layer for work. It helps people grow toward opportunity. It helps companies see capability gaps earlier, and it helps teams form faster. This is why I think this is not just one product idea. It is a product category. You can imagine many products inside it: a capability passport, a living record of what a person can do, a skill market value calculator, a tool that shows which skills increase opportunity, a team assembly simulator, a system that helps companies form better teams faster, a pre-hiring talent CRM for building relationships before roles exist, a career delta advisor showing what skill or project could change your trajectory, a proof of skill OS turning work artifacts into evidence, a work simulation layer replacing weak interviews with realistic work tasks. All of these are separate product seeds, but together they point to the same shift from job matching to capability allocation. If your professional capability record existed today, what should it know about you that your resume cannot show? Your hidden strengths, your judgment, your learning speed, your team fit, your potential. That is where I think the labor market is going. This is Field Note 2 from Product Seed by Kostya. I'm exploring AI native product ideas, workflows, and operating models. The full written version, diagrams, and product opportunity map are linked below. And I would love to hear your answer. What should your capability record know about you that your resume does not? See you next time.